What happens when a smiling celebrity walks onto a stage, waving to fans, pretending everything is fine while carrying a secret that could destroy everything? What happens when a live interview turns into a battlefield? And what happens when the truth refuses to stay silent? Before we go any further, make sure you subscribe to Stage Leaks, hit the like button, and drop a comment right now, because what you're about to witness will stay with you long after this video ends. The lights inside the Aurora studio burned like 1,000 silent eyes. White, blinding, unforgiving. They hovered above the stage, reflecting off polished floors and glass walls, turning every movement into something exposed. Nothing could hide here, not sweat, not fear, not lies. Backstage, behind a thick black curtain, Ryan Cole stood completely still. 28 years old. Hollywood's golden boy. Box office king. Social media sweetheart. The man everyone believed was too perfect to fail. But right now, his hands were shaking. Not visibly, not enough for cameras to catch, but inside his clenched fists, his fingers trembled like broken wires. 30 seconds, a producer whispered through his headset. Ryan nodded slowly. He didn't speak. He couldn't. His throat felt dry, like it had been filled with sand. Across the hallway, inside the main studio, the audience buzzed with excitement. Hundreds of people sat in curved rows, phones ready, whispers flying. Is it true he's engaged? I heard he's signing 3 movies this year. No way, he's exhausted. Look at his last interview. He looks different lately. Nobody knew. Nobody suspected. Not yet. On the stage, sitting behind a sleek glass desk, was Maya Reynolds. The host. The queen of late-night television. Sharp mind. Soft voice. Dangerous smile. For 15 years, she had built her career on one thing: making powerful people talk. She wasn't loud. She wasn't aggressive. She didn't shout. She listened. And when people relaxed, she struck. Maya adjusted her cue cards calmly. Her dark eyes scanned the monitor in front of her. On it was Ryan's profile. But not the public one. Not the smiling red carpet photos. Not the movie posters. This was the private file. Confidential. Leaked. Dangerous. She inhaled slowly. Tonight wasn't just another interview. Tonight was a reckoning. 10 seconds, the director's voice echoed. The audience began clapping. Soft at first. Then louder. Then thunderous. 5, 4, 3. The curtain moved. 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the announcer boomed, please welcome Ryan Cole. The crowd exploded. Cheers. Screams. Phones lifted. Ryan stepped forward. A practiced smile spread across his face. Perfect. Polished. Fake. He waved. Blew a kiss. Walked with confident strides. Every step rehearsed. Every movement calculated. Nobody could see the storm inside him. Maya stood and applauded politely. Ryan reached her. They hugged. Brief. Professional. But when their eyes met, something shifted. Maya's gaze lingered. Just half a second longer than normal. Ryan felt it. Like a warning. Like a silent message. She knows. They sat. Cameras zoomed in. Red lights blinked. Live. No edits. No second chances. Maya smiled warmly. Ryan Cole, she said, welcome back. Always a pleasure, Maya, Ryan replied smoothly. His voice didn't shake. Good. She tilted her head. You've had quite a year. Yeah, he laughed lightly. Crazy, honestly. 3 films. 2 awards. 1 scandal buried under money and silence. Maya nodded. The world sees you as unstoppable. Ryan leaned back. That's kind of flattering. And exhausting, she added. He hesitated. Just a fraction. Sometimes. The audience chuckled. Maya flipped a card. Before we talk about your new movie, I want to ask something personal. Ryan's stomach tightened. Here it comes. He kept smiling. Sure. You've always said honesty matters more than image. He nodded. I believe that. Even when honesty is uncomfortable. A murmur spread through the crowd. Ryan swallowed. I try. Maya leaned forward slightly. Her voice softened. Then tonight, let's be honest. The studio grew quieter. Ryan felt sweat form under his collar. About, he asked. She didn't answer immediately. Instead, she looked at the camera. At 2:17 a.m., 3 months ago, a private message was sent from Ryan Cole's phone to an unknown number. Gasps. Ryan froze. Maya continued. That message read, if they find out I'm finished. Silence crashed into the room. Ryan's heartbeat thundered in his ears. That's, he stammered. Maya raised a hand gently. I'm not accusing you. Her tone was calm. I'm asking you, what were you afraid of? The audience leaned forward. Cameras zoomed closer. Ryan's mind raced. Who leaked it? Who betrayed him? How did she get that? That message, he said slowly, was taken out of context. Maya smiled softly. Then give us the context. Ryan looked into her eyes. And for the first time, he wasn't sure he could lie his way out. His smile faded. A bead of sweat rolled down his temple. I was under pressure, he said. From everything. Your career. Yes. Your fans. Yes. Your contracts. Yes. Pause. And from Emily Hart. The name hit like a gunshot. The audience erupted. Oh. No way. Did she say Emily? Ryan's face drained of color. Emily Hart. His former co-star. His best friend. The woman who vanished from Hollywood 6 months ago. Maya's voice dropped. Your fans think she left for personal reasons. She looked directly at him. But you know that's not the truth. Ryan opened his mouth. No sound came out. Maya continued. Because the night she disappeared, she was with you. A stunned silence. Ryan stared at the desk. His reflection stared back. Broken. Terrified. The mask was cracking. Ryan, Maya whispered. Where is Emily? The cameras zoomed in. His lips trembled. The audience held its breath. And somewhere backstage, a producer whispered, Oh God, this is going viral. Ryan finally spoke. His voice barely audible. I never wanted it to come out like this. Maya's eyes softened. Then, how did you want it to come out? Ryan closed his eyes. For 1 second. For 1 dangerous second. And when he opened them, tears were forming. Because if I tell the truth, he whispered, everything ends. The crowd erupted in chaos. Maya leaned closer. Then maybe it's time. The screen faded slightly. The music rose. Slow. Heavy. Ominous. And somewhere in millions of homes, viewers leaned closer to their screens. Knowing. This was only the beginning. The studio felt smaller now. Like the walls were closing in. Like the air itself had thickened. Ryan Cole sat frozen beneath the blazing lights, his shoulders slightly hunched, his hands locked together so tightly his knuckles had turned pale. The applause sign had gone dark. No laughter, no background noise. Only breathing. His. Maya's. And the faint hum of cameras, recording every fragile second. Millions were watching. Millions were waiting. Maya didn't rush him. She never did. She let silence do the work. 5 seconds passed. 10. 15. The audience shifted in their seats. Someone in the back coughed nervously. Ryan finally lifted his head. His eyes were glassy, red around the edges. "I didn't plan for any of this," he said quietly. His voice sounded different now. Not polished. Not charming. Human. Maya nodded slowly. "Then tell us what happened." Ryan glanced at the crowd. At the phones. At the lenses. At the red lights blinking like warning signals. This isn't who I wanted to be," he murmured. "Who?" Maya asked gently. "The guy who lies." A ripple of shock spread. He exhaled shakily. "Emily and I, we weren't just co-stars." Gasps echoed. Maya's eyebrows lifted slightly. "You were together." "Yes." For a moment, he almost smiled. She was brilliant, fearless. She didn't care about fame, she cared about truth. His voice cracked. "And that scared me." "Why?" Maya asked. "Because I was already trapped." Trapped by what? By contracts, by sponsors, by an image I didn't create but had to protect. The audience listened in silence. Ryan continued. "Studios own my schedule. Brands own my face. Fans own my story." He laughed bitterly. "I didn't even own myself anymore." Maya leaned forward. "And Emily?" "She wanted out," he said softly. "She wanted us to tell the truth about us, about what we'd seen behind the scenes." "What had you seen?" Ryan hesitated. His jaw tightened. "Things that weren't supposed to happen." Maya didn't interrupt. "Producers covering abuse," he whispered. "Agents silencing complaints. Actors blacklisted for speaking up." A collective gasp swept the room. "This industry isn't as pretty as it looks," he added. Maya's voice was calm but firm. "And Emily wanted to expose it." "Yes." He nodded slowly. "She had proof, messages, videos, contracts." The audience murmured louder. "Why didn't she release it?" Maya asked. Ryan's eyes dropped. "Because of me." Silence. Maya's breath caught. "What do you mean?" "I begged her not to," he admitted. "I told her it would destroy my career, that we could fix things quietly." "And she believed you." "She loved me." His voice shattered. "She trusted me." Maya's tone hardened slightly. "But something happened." "Yes." Ryan rubbed his face. "That night, 3 months ago, we met at a hotel." The crowd leaned forward. "She was angry, I was scared. We argued." "About the evidence?" Maya asked. "Yes." He swallowed. "She said she was done hiding." "And you." I panicked. His hands trembled. "I told her if she talked, powerful people would come after her." "Was that a threat?" Maya asked. "No," he said quickly. "It was a warning." "Did she believe you?" "At first, no." He paused. Then my manager walked in. The audience reacted instantly. "Wait, what?" "Your manager was there." "Yes." Maya's eyes narrowed. "You didn't mention this before." "I was told not to," Ryan admitted. "By who?" "By him." Murmurs filled the room. "He said he'd handle everything," Ryan continued. "He said Emily was unstable, that she'd ruin us both." Maya's voice dropped. "And then she left." "Just like that?" "Yes." He shook his head. "She walked out crying. I followed her to the elevator. I tried to apologize." "Did she listen?" "No." His eyes closed. "She said, 'One day, everyone will know who you really are.'" The words hung heavy. Maya whispered, "And after that?" "I never saw her again." The audience gasped. "Did you try to contact her?" Maya asked. Every day, for weeks. Did she respond? No. Ryan looked up, desperation in his eyes. I thought she blocked me. Did you report her missing? Maya pressed. His lips trembled. I know. A wave of disbelief swept the crowd. You did, someone shouted. Why not? Another yelled. Ryan flinched. Because my manager told me not to, he confessed. Maya's face hardened. He said it would bring attention, Ryan said. He said it would ruin everything. And you listened, Maya replied. Yes, Ryan whispered. Shame flooded his expression. Maya stared at him. So you chose your career over her life. The words struck like knives. Ryan broke. Tears spilled freely now. I thought she was safe, he sobbed. I thought she just disappeared to start over. Maya softened slightly. Did you ever check? I tried, he said, but every door was closed. She picked up another card. Because someone was closing them. Ryan looked up sharply. What? Maya turned to the camera. 2 weeks ago, Stage Leaks received an anonymous package. The audience erupted. Inside were documents, bank transfers, NDAs, phone records, all connected to one person, Ryan's manager. A photo appeared on the big screen behind them. A familiar face. Well-dressed, smiling, trusted. The crowd booed loudly. Ryan stared in horror. You have proof, he whispered. Yes, Maya said. Your manager paid 3 private investigators to track Emily. Gasps. He paid a lawyer to silence witnesses. More gasps. And he transferred money to an offshore account the same week she vanished. The audience exploded. Ryan shook his head in disbelief. No, he would. Maya looked at him steadily. Then why did he? Ryan covered his mouth. His world was collapsing live on television. Maya leaned in. Ryan, do you know where Emily is now? His voice was barely a whisper. I think I'm starting to understand. I never did. The music rose. Low. Dark. Foreboding. The camera zoomed out slowly. Ryan sat broken. Maya stared at him with unreadable eyes. And somewhere, in a hidden office, a man watched the broadcast and realized his secrets were no longer safe. The applause sign flickered. Not because it was supposed to. Because someone backstage had accidentally brushed against the control panel. But in that moment, when the faint red glow pulsed once and died, it felt like a heartbeat. One last warning. Ryan Cole sat motionless. His chest rose and fell too quickly, like he was drowning on dry land. Across from him, Maya Reynolds remained calm. But inside, her pulse was racing. This was bigger than ratings. Bigger than viral clips. Bigger than her career. This was about a woman who vanished. And a system that erased her. Ryan, Maya said quietly. You just learned something terrible. He nodded slowly. My whole life, he whispered. It's built on lies. She leaned closer. Then let's tell the truth. The audience erupted in applause. Not cheering. Encouraging. Pleading. Ryan wiped his face. There's more, he said suddenly. Maya's eyes sharpened. What more? He hesitated, then reached inside his jacket. The crowd gasped. Security tensed. He pulled out a small black phone. Old. Scratched. Cracked screen. My backup phone, he said. I kept it hidden. Why? Maya asked. Because Emily gave it to me. Silence crashed. She said if anything happened to her, I should open it. Maya inhaled sharply. Have you? No, he admitted. I was afraid. Afraid of what? Of what it would mean. The audience murmured. Maya gestured gently. Ryan, now is the time. His fingers shook as he pressed the power button. The screen lit up weakly. A password prompt appeared. He stared at it, then typed, EMILY1997. Click. Unlocked. The crowd held its breath. Maya leaned closer. What's inside? Ryan scrolled. Videos. Voice notes. Documents. Messages. His face changed. Shock. Horror. Recognition. Oh God, he whispered. What is it? Maya asked. There are recordings, he said. From meetings, from hotel rooms, from studios. With who? She pressed. Producers, executives, agents. The audience gasped loudly. Maya looked at the director. He nodded. She turned back. Ryan, are you willing to share one? He hesitated. If I do, there's no going back. Maya's voice was firm. There already is. Ryan nodded slowly. Play it. He tapped the screen. A distorted voice filled the studio. Male. Cold. Powerful. If she talks, she's finished, and so are you. Gasps erupted. Another voice. Emily. Shaking but brave. I'm not afraid of you. Laughter followed. You should be. The recording ended. The audience exploded. Shouting. Booing. Crying. This is real, someone yelled. Maya's face was pale. Ryan, do you recognize that voice? He nodded slowly. Yes. Who is it? He whispered. Victor Hale. The name dropped like thunder. One of Hollywood's most powerful executives. The man behind dozens of blockbuster films. A kingmaker. The crowd went wild. No way. He's untouchable. This is insane. Maya steadied herself. Are there more? Ryan scrolled again. Yes. He played another. Emily's voice. Clear. Desperate. They're watching me. I think they followed me. Ryan's voice followed. Who? Your manager, Victor's people, everyone. Where are you? I don't know. Somewhere outside the city. They made me sign something. Sign what? An NDA, but I recorded it, everything. The audio cut. Ryan covered his face. I knew she was scared, he whispered. I didn't act. Maya placed a hand on his arm. For the first time. Human. Supportive. You're acting now, she said. Suddenly, a producer's voice crackled in Maya's earpiece. Maya, breaking news. Her eyes widened slightly. What? Police just announced they're reopening Emily Hart's case because of this broadcast. The audience erupted. Cheers. Applause. Ryan looked up in disbelief. They are. Yes, Maya said softly. But that's not all. She turned to the camera. Moments ago, Victor Hale's office released a statement. A graphic appeared. Denial. False allegations. Legal action. Ryan laughed bitterly. Of course. Maya read aloud. They claim all recordings are fabricated. Ryan clenched his fists. They're lying. Can you prove it? Maya asked. He hesitated, then nodded. Yes. How? There's one more file, he said. The most important one. He scrolled. Stopped. His face went pale. What is it? Maya asked. A video, he whispered. From the night she disappeared. The studio froze. Play it, Maya said. Ryan's voice shook. Are you sure? Yes. He tapped. The screen behind them lit up. Grainy footage. A parking lot. Rain. Emily standing near a car, arguing with two men. One was his manager. The other, Victor Hale. The crowd screamed. Victor grabbed her arm. She pulled away. A door slammed. The video cut. Chaos erupted. People stood, shouted, cried. This is kidnapping. Call the police. How did this happen? Ryan collapsed in his chair. She was right there, he whispered. Maya turned to the camera. This is evidence. Her voice trembled with controlled anger. Not gossip, not rumors, evidence. Suddenly, alarms rang backstage. Security rushed. A producer ran in. Maya, Victor's lawyers just filed an emergency injunction. They're trying to shut us down. The audience roared in anger. Maya stood. They can try. Applause thundered. She looked at Ryan. Are you ready to finish this? He wiped his tears. Yes, he said firmly. For Emily. The camera zoomed in on his face. No more fear. No more masks. Only resolve. And somewhere, in a luxury penthouse, Victor Hale threw his phone against the wall. Knowing. The truth was coming. The studio was no longer a studio. It had become a courtroom. A battlefield. A confession booth. The air vibrated with voices, emotions, and electricity. People were standing now. Some were crying. Some were shouting. Some were holding their phones high, streaming every second to the world. Hashtags were already forming. Justice for Emily. Expose Hollywood. Stadlich's Live. Ryan Cole sat in the center of it all. Not as a superstar. Not as a brand. But as a man who had finally stopped running. Across from him, Maya Reynolds stood tall. Her posture was calm. Her eyes were blazing. This show was built on conversation, she said into the camera. But tonight, it became a platform for truth. Thunderous applause. Ryan looked up at her. Maya, he said quietly, I want to say something. She nodded. Go ahead. He turned toward the audience. Toward the cameras. Toward millions of viewers around the world. For years, he began, I let fear control me. I let powerful people decide what mattered. I let a woman I loved face danger, alone. His voice broke. And I will regret that for the rest of my life. Silence. Pure. Heavy. I don't know where Emily is, he continued. But I promise, I will spend every breath I have finding out. And I will testify. Gasps. I will give the police everything. Every message. Every recording. Every name. The crowd exploded in applause. Maya placed a hand over her heart. Ryan, she said softly, that takes courage. He shook his head. No, it takes responsibility. Suddenly, a producer rushed in again. Maya, police are here. The audience froze. Two uniformed officers appeared at the side of the stage. Not aggressive. Not dramatic. Just firm. Professional. They approached slowly. One spoke quietly. Mr. Cole, we need to speak with you after the broadcast. Ryan stood. I'll go with you, he said immediately. More applause. More cheers. More tears. Maya turned to the camera. Let me be clear, she said. This is not the end. This is the beginning of accountability. The screen behind her changed. Breaking news headlines flashed. Hollywood executive under investigation. Manager detained for questioning. Emily Hart case reopened. Celebrities speak out. The audience gasped again and again. Ryan stared at the screen. It's happening, he whispered. Maya nodded. Yes. And it's because you chose truth. The director's voice echoed. 2 minutes left. Maya took a breath. Ryan, one last question. He looked at her. If Emily is watching, what would you say? He closed his eyes. Tears fell. I'm sorry, he whispered. I should have protected you. I should have believed you. I should have been brave sooner. He opened his eyes. But I'm here now. And I won't stop. The audience rose to their feet. A standing ovation. Not for fame. Not for drama. For honesty. For courage. For a woman who refused to be erased. The broadcast ended. But the story didn't. Overnight, the internet exploded. Clips hit billions of views. Celebrities posted messages. Whistleblowers came forward. Old cases reopened. Studios released emergency statements. Sponsors cut ties. Lawyers worked around the clock. Victor Hale disappeared from public view. His offices were raided. His accounts frozen. Ryan resigned from 3 major projects. He checked into therapy. He started working with investigators. He stopped pretending. Weeks later, a bodycam video surfaced. Police locating a remote storage facility outside the city. Inside, personal belongings. A phone. A journal. Emily's journal. Her handwriting. Her truth. She had been held. Threatened. Silenced. But not broken. Her evidence led to arrests. Executives. Lawyers. Fixers. Networks of corruption collapsed. And one morning, a photo appeared online. Emily Hart. Alive. Walking out of a courthouse. Surrounded by reporters. Tired. Thin. But smiling. Free. The world cried with her. Ryan watched from home. Hands shaking. When she saw him later, they didn't hug. They didn't speak. She simply nodded. And he nodded back. Respect. Forgiveness. Unspoken. Maya Reynolds dedicated her next season to whistleblowers. Stage Leaks became known as the channel that didn't flinch. That didn't sell silence. That chose truth over comfort. And now, you've seen it all. The fear. The lies. The courage. The cost. So tell us, what do you think? Did Ryan do enough? Was justice truly served? Who else should be held accountable? Drop your opinion in the comments. We read every single one. And if you want more explosive, emotional, behind-the-scenes stories that expose what others hide, make sure you subscribe to Stage Leaks. Hit the like button. Share this video. Because silence protects power. And your voice breaks it. This was Stage Leaks. And this was the truth.